Your patience and indulgence. This is the United Opposition Press statement on the heightened securitization, state-sponsored militia violence, and the rogue nature of the Ruto regime. Yesterday, armed police officers patrolling our streets shouted very clearly, "Niko na ruhusa ya kukuua, leo utalala kwa fridge." Meaning, we have the permission to kill you. And today, you will sleep in the mortuary. A confirmation of Interior CS Murkomen's shoot-to-kill order issued to the police recently. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press and the international community, this is the state of our nation under the rogue Ruto regime that does not listen to anybody anymore. In 2.5 years, Ruto has turned our security apparatus into Haiti-type militia gangs who just kill aimlessly without a second thought, as instructed by the Ruto CS, Mr. Murkomen. Even in the full glare of the media, local, regional, and international, the social media, the brutish police force and state-sponsored militia are not fazed. The rights and freedoms guaranteed under our Constitution, 2010, do not stop these state-sponsored militias. They are well aware that they are protected by superiors, and the buck stops with Mr. William Ruto. Yesterday, when we should have been commemorating Saba Day, remembering the painful struggle for democratization of our people's rights, the Ruto regime responded by brutally and criminally. Responded with brutality and criminality. The pattern of the attacks point out to a well-orchestrated targeted of Kenyans from Mount Kenya region who have seemingly parted ways with the Ruto anarchical regime. These are the facts we have gathered so far. Number one, on Sunday, 6th of July, on the eve of Saba Day, state-sponsored militia invaded the Kenyan Human Rights Commission during a press conference. They roughed up and terrorized the attendees, particularly the women. The police failed to respond and are yet to visit the KHRC offices. Number two, early on Monday, July 7th, unmarked police vehicles transported state-sponsored militias to areas perceived as politically unfriendly to Ruto's regime, with instructions to loot, destroy specific businesses, and kill peaceful protesters. Specifically at Mount Kenya region, as was in 2023, as the Mio protest led by Raila Odinga, that the targets were members of the Luo community. These state-sponsored militias worked closely with the police and meted senseless violence, shooting aimlessly at people's homes and attacking innocent bystanders. In another chilling incident reminiscent of Boniface Kariuki's tragic killing, these rock elements executed in cold blood an innocent civilian going to work. In Kitengela, the state-sponsored militias raided the Kitengela hospital, disrupted an ongoing medical procedure, endangering the lives of patients and medical personnel, and stole medical equipment. Specific businesses, including supermarkets, were outrightly targeted for vandalization and looting of goods worth millions of shillings, while the police stood by and watched. Police trucks were seen collecting bodies of those fatally injured Kenyans across the country last night. We are yet to confirm the numbers of fatalities. We wish to state categorically that the Ruto administration, the Ministry of the Interior, the National Police Service, the Director of Criminal Investigations and affiliated militia networks are in clear violation of our Constitution, but also constitute crimes under international law, including the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, which Kenya is a signatory to. Article 7 of the Rome Statute defines grounds for crimes against humanity, particularly in relation to Article 7(1)(a), murder, F, torture, H, persecution against any identifiable group on political grounds. Article 7(1)(k), other inhumane acts intentionally causing great suffering or serious injury to body or to mental or physical health. The pattern is now beyond dispute. The killings are neither accidental nor isolated. They are targeted, often at young protesters and activists. The militia are coordinated, wearing civilian clothes but operating with police protection. The use of excessive force is sanctioned at the highest levels, including public statements by cabinet secretaries and high-ranking police officials. There is no accountability, only denials, cover-ups, and state propaganda. This meets the threshold of a widespread and systematic attack on civilian population, particularly those perceived to oppose the government. The regime has moved from repression to full-blown persecution. We put this regime on notice. The architects, enablers, financiers, and executors of this regime's violence will be held personally liable, both locally and internationally. The day of reckoning is coming. No badge, no title, and no political alliance will shield you from justice. We call upon the public to treat this regime as a hostile regime. It's an enemy of the Constitution and of the people. It has declared war on the citizens of Kenya. And we, the people, must resist to be dragged into a state of anarchy. We, the united opposition, in solidarity with all progressive forces across this country, declare that enough is enough. 2027 is too far. We cannot allow another day of unchecked killings, another week of a security system that has become indistinguishable from colonial repression. We therefore issue this call to action. 1. Boycott all businesses, services, and institutions owned, operated, or publicly linked to this regime and its enablers. We will publicize a list of shame and call on the public to share any information on businesses affiliated to the list of shame. 2. Refuse to engage or legitimize any events, platforms, or forums organized by those who defend state violence. We cannot continue like it is business as usual. Too much blood has been spilled with zero accountability. Support community-driven resistance and citizen-led actions. Change does not come by asking nicely. It is wrestled from the hands of those who thrive on fear and oppression. Let every Kenyan understand this. This regime is now hostile. It cannot be reasoned with. It must be resisted. We will not rest. We will not retreat. We will not surrender until every drop of innocent blood is accounted for, until the oppressive weight of this regime is lifted off the shoulders of our people. Signed this day by the leaders, Honorable Martha Karua, the Right Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka authorized that it be signed on his behalf, the Right Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, the Right Honorable Justin Muturi, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Mukisa Kitui, and Saitoti Tarame. Thank you. That is our statement.